right. Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we give all praises to the Heavenly Father.
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations, as always, to the elect. At Great Millstone, Dallas, we're joined by the beloved apostle, Aram Love.
Shalom, shalom.
Right, and pretty much just gonna go in the spirit. We're at the very end of this thing, man. Again, and I know it's no picture. We're gonna get the picture. We're gonna get everything back going. You know, we just had a few moves in the camp, so we are adjusting, you know, to the Tuesday camp. But be patient with us, Lord willing. You know, in the coming days, we'll get everything back in the groove. But through the Spirit, we gather here week in, week out to uplift the names of Yahweh, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Bahashem, in the name of Yahweh Shai, which is the name of the only begotten Son of the Most High, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, our mediator, our high priest, our way back to the Father in these latter days, via the Holy Spirit, and through the death, burial, and resurrection, which we believe in wholeheartedly. The sins of the elect will be covered. He went through that great sacrifice for the purpose of earning his rights back to his original position in the heavens, which is the first in command under Yahweh in the heavens, the first spirit created. You know, and then those first spirits that were created with him, you know, they also have that task on them.
Yep.
Yep, that burden of coming in a fleshly body. As a matter of fact, if you get Hebrews 2, and like the last 3 verses where it talks about he came in the flesh, that he was made like unto his brethren. I believe it's
17, 2 and 17, Hebrews 2 and 17.
Yep.
Hebrews 2 and 17. Wherefore in all things it behooved him to be made like unto his brethren. That's his brethren, not all people. So that's like that's special,
Right.
you know, brethren, that he might be merciful and faithful high priest in things pertaining to the Most High, to make reconciliation for the sins of the people.
Keep going.
For in that he himself suffered being tempted, he is able to succor them that are tempted.
And that's us. Keep going.
That was it. I should have went up.
Yeah, it's a part of it. It behooved him to be made like unto his brethren.
I believe
Yeah, that was 17, so I have to go up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 17, 18.
Read it again.
Hebrews 2 and 17. Wherefore in all things it behooved him to be made like unto his brethren, that he might be merciful and faithful high priest in things pertaining to the Most High.
He was made just like Peter, John, James. He had a father and a mother.
Yep.
And he came in the flesh, but the goal was to be obedient to the sacrifice for the purpose of getting brought back to his first estate. Okay?
Yep.
You know, and he had to earn it. You know, he had to earn it through giving the life up. So this is what we're called to do in these latter days, via the Holy Spirit. But Yahweh Shai came in a body just like ours. Okay? And did the impossible. But it was through the power of the Most High God that he was able to do that. And this great awakening, all right, is agitated or galvanized by the name of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. And here we are in these latter days, doing exactly what prophecy said that we would do, man, and chant down Babylon the Great, the final captivity. You know, This is the final captivity where we can ultimately have a kingdom on the earth. Could you get that? The earth that dwelleth in righteousness.
I'm finna finish this in the NLT. I'm getting this in the NLT.
Peter 3,
Yeah.
Second
Oh,
Peter.
I'm tripping.
2 Peter 3.
I'm thinking this more. Yeah, I get it. But go ahead. What you?
Hebrews 2 and 17 in NLT. Therefore it was necessary for him to be made in every respect like us, his brothers and sisters, so that he could be our merciful and faithful high priest before the Most High. Then he could offer a sacrifice that would take away the sins of the people.
Right. And the sins of the people are the Israelites. Now, there's something else in that chapter. I don't know if I'm tripping. But
I went up.
go to verse, was it Hebrews 2?
Yeah, 2. Go start at
Hebrews
12.
chapter 2. And
see 10.
14? 14. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I
Hebrews.
got it. This is Hebrews chapter 2 and 14. For as much then as the children are partakers of flesh and blood, he also himself likewise took part of the same, that through death he might destroy him that have power over death, that is the devil, and deliver them who through fear of death were all their lifetime subject to bondage.
Woo, man. In the NLT, bro, it says in NLT, only in this way could he set free all who have lived their lives as slaves to the fear of dying. Man, that's the elect.
Yeah. That was the only way that we would be set free from the bondage that we're in, from the condemnation we have under the law. The only way we would be set free was through him giving that life up.
Yep.
You know, being a sacrifice for us.
Yeah, well, he conquered death.
Yeah.
You know, even though he went through the same, and that's why he says there's another scripture, something along the lines that, you know, he could be compassionate because he also was a partaker in this flesh.
Right.
So he understands what it is to be in the flesh and to go through everything that we go through.
Yeah.
You know, that's why he's like the ultimate example, the ultimate, you know, mediator, you know, and a high priest, because he understands everything that we're going through because he actually went through it.
Man, that makes sense. Woo. Wow.
Yeah. And he lived on the earth while Rome was in rulership, while Esau was ruling.
Yeah.
He came to the earth in that body, lowly, you know, to serve. You know, now it's our turn.
And now we're at the end of the ancient Roman Empire through America, and he's coming back to get his vengeance.
Yep, the very kingdom that was in power when Yahushua was crucified, Rome, now rules in the latter days. That's why I said when he comes, also those who pierced him are going to be see him. They're going to see him. They're going to see the return of Yahushua, the exact centurions that pierced him.
Yep. Might be P. Hegseth.
Hegseth, that maniac.
Yoo-hoo.
them devils that, you know, that part of his garments.
Yep.
You know, Pontius Pilate and all them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Because they're bloodthirsty, man.
Mm-hmm.
And as we get closer and closer to the end of this man's kingdom falling, okay, it's becoming more and more clear that he's Satan. It's the man of sin.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And the scripture said he will be exposed in the latter days through the great awakening. Can we get that 2 Thessalonians 12? The Lord said he would destroy him with the spirit of his mouth. And that's the prophets, man.
This word is doing damage to Esau's kingdom.
Yeah.
You know, it's shaking and moving stuff. You know, even though people look at the Bible as just words in a book,
Yeah.
there's a heavy vibration going on out there because of the words that have been spoken. We talk about it, the Hebrew Israelites.
Right.
2 and 8, right?
Yep. Yep.
Oh, 2 Thessalonians 2.
Yep. And it's something about faith. You know, when the children of Israel believe, like that changes the whole atmosphere on the planet Earth, man. Like it's literally a power within itself that got these devils moved. Because the scriptures say if you have faith the size of a mustard seed, you can move mountains.
Yeah.
And through this word, the great mountain is being moved, man.
That's right.
This is a great mountain. The scriptures describe Esau's kingdom as a great mountain.
Yeah.
And through this word, that great mountain is literally being moved. They're moving according to what we're saying.
Yeah.
Now they're trying to, you know, get control of the land of Israel. They're trying to, you know, have eternal life on the earth through left-hand means. Like they're literally, they see that we're coming into our blessing, so they're trying to establish their own version of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, through magic, AI, and all of these various different things. We're not going to need that in our kingdom. And the technology we provide through spiritual power is going to help the earth.
Yep.
Man, for real.
And the earth needs help. Under this man's rulership, the earth is crying out, all right, for salvation, just as bad as the elect are crying out for salvation. Doesn't it say the creation groaneth?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because this devil he's against nature.
Right.
You know, he destroys the earth. He doesn't help the earth. He hasn't provided. He claims to be the smartest individual with the highest IQ. You know, but there's no nation on the planet that ruled in an empire that has destroyed the earth like these devils have.
Man. Everything.
So much so that the earth is turning against them. You see these volcanic eruptions, and you see, you know, the earthquakes and just different situations. You know, the earth is tired.
It's tired. You can feel it.
Yeah, it's tired of this devil.
There's no natural scent in the air.
Yeah.
People,
Everything is dead.
yeah, there's no happiness. It's just oppression. Everybody's worn out. And the multitude of the wise is the welfare of the world. So this message literally is going to save the entire planet Earth. So why wouldn't you take it serious? When you know that this message that we've received is literally going to turn this earth back into paradise, man.
Yeah. And when we were younger, you go outside, you could smell the flowers, you could
Fruits,
smell
the plums and shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can't even smell that no more.
It's nothing. It smells like shit.
Some like straight factories.
Right.
Shit.
It just smell. You walk. It just smell like
Car exhaustion. Every goddamn thing.
just nigga. It's all fulfilled, and it smell like nigga out here.
Yep.
It must be some nigga in the
Yeah,
atmosphere.
no, right? It's in the atmosphere too.
Right.
Shit.
And see that type of stuff matters. You're supposed to wake up to a good scent.
Yeah.
That's good for your brain. That's good for your makeup. That's good for your happiness.
Yeah.
That drives a kingdom. Just how something smells.
Man, yep.
Sets the course of the day.
Yeah, the course of the day, you're always supposed to be confronted with with a good smell, because it brings a pleasant memory. It brings you. When have you ever smelled something good and got mad?
Right.
Just like you can't bust one off and be angry at the same time. That doesn't make
It
sense.
don't rhyme.
It don't rhyme.
Shit don't rhyme.
You know.
Yep.
So mankind is on the decline under this devil rulership, man. And we go declare it until this internet is cut off, because that's another thing that's coming. Just as we're warning, there comes a point where the Lord withdraws his voice.
Yeah.
That's
You
the
know?
scripture on that.
And that's when you Israelites are going to be screwed.
Yep.
Those of you who didn't take this grace period serious. Go ahead.
That's why I said, and then you shall know that a prophet was among them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Real quick, 2 Thessalonians 2:8, and then shall their wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
The spirit of his mouth. That's the prophets being sent. Okay, because just like at the time of Noah, the Lord always dealt with either a man or a group of individuals of the chosen seed to have insight into his will and what he was getting ready to do, and to forward righteousness, to forward the legacy, like you talked about in your lesson earlier, to forward that legacy, because as we're Israelites, Hebrew Israelites.
Yeah.
You know, Hebrew is tied to a legacy that called on the name of the Lord.
Yeah.
From Adam through Seth, because Abel was slew. This continued a line of kings and priests, prophets, and those who would have the understanding of the will of the true creator of the heaven and earth. The prophets, Hebrews. That's why Abraham, it lets you know, it ties him to that lineage from Noah through Shem, through Arphaxad, through Eber and Peleg, which Eber is where we get Hebrew. The fact that it called Abraham a Hebrew, or Abram a Hebrew before he was called Abraham, lets you know he was, the scriptures was letting you know he's one of these people.
Yeah.
and those people are back today,
Yep.
bringing back an ancient legacy in a modern technological time.
Yep. And then, you know, like the first step we read in Hebrews 2, the first step to judgment is revelation.
That's it.
You know, like you said earlier, you know, the faith as a mustard seed would remove mountains.
Yes.
You know, so this place, you know, has been revealed as being the wicked, being Babylon the Great, and that's why the scriptures say it will eventually become a burnt mountain. You know, because the end of the revelation process is going to be the judgment of the Lord.
That's it. Yep. Yep. And that's ultimately how you know we're close. He sent you his prophets. They've warned. The word went out. There's going to come a point where the Lord is going to keep silent. See, he had to reveal him through the spirit of his mouth. The great revealing of Esau Edom started with the Israelites getting on YouTube. There were people who knew about conspiracies. There were people who were able to talk about the Illuminati, you know,
Yeah.
certain, but the opening of that floodgate of Esau being exposed started with this word, because he had to first be identified.
Yeah.
He's a fugitive. So
Right.
the first thing, if we go call out what's wrong with the earth, we have to identify the person in power,
Yeah.
the person that prophecy said would be in rulership. So this word identified him. It started the Inquisition process to where now he's being investigated.
Yeah.
Boy,
Yeah.
he in the lineup.
Back then, I'm sorry, what?
No, he in the lineup now.
Yeah, because even back then, no, I've never heard anybody out there, any religion, ever talk about Esau or Edom.
Right,
I didn't hear about those names until I went to the school at One West.
right.
But now everybody's talking about
Everybody.
Esau, Edom,
Yep.
because we're at the time, of the end. And pretty much, the evil or the wicked has been identified.
That's it.
And now we're at the point where the Lord is just about done with the sentencing stage,
Yeah.
and it's going to go into the judgment stage.
Right.
The Lord got all. The Bible is a checklist.
Yep.
So if you would point out, well, who's the wicked? You check that off. Okay, this thing. Now you'll know who the wicked is and who's running this goddamn kingdom, man. So Lord had checked off every box on the list,
Yeah.
and we're down to the last few boxes, man, to be checked off.
Because he was able to hide himself under, when the truth wasn't here, he was able to still be white. He was able to still be European. He was able to still be this, that. All of these various different pseudo-scientifical pseudo-scientifical
Oh my bad.
terms that he's threw out there. That's a way that he's been able to control the narrative by, I'm this, you're that, those people are Chinese, these people this. He's put terms on nations that have nothing to do with the scriptures. So that was a tool that he was able to hide himself. But the word that we've been given directly identifies him as an Edomite.
Yep.
That's it.
That's important.
Yeah.
Okay. Go
Damn, I
ahead.
should have went up to 6.
Yeah, go ahead.
2 Thessalonians 2 and 5. Remember ye not that when I was with you, I told you these things. I told you these things as a question. And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time.
So you would wonder why the Lord would allow such atrocities upon us.
Yeah.
It's written in his word. But the Lord would allow him to get away with his crime. Because you got to understand, this dude got crimes to pay for from Cain and that lineage.
Boy.
Cain and Abel was more than just Cain. It was a lineage of the sons of God clashing with the sons of Cain and the sons of the wicked. That same thing is happening here on earth today, and this devil has crimes, atrocities that he's literally, if there's no righteous judgment, he just get away with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That don't make sense.
If you can't identify by now that the so-called white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of,
Yeah.
then there's something wrong with you.
Yep. Has to be.
Palm Beach Pete, the goddamn Epstein look-alike running for mayor. Like, what are you doing?
Wow.
He has not stopped from the time he made people put on that mask till now. Week in and week out, he's just coming with, just like we go out there week in and we're the Hebrew Israel, we come out week in and week out. He do the same thing on the left-hand side, but just like we doing videos every day, he doing that shit in wickedness. He giving you a script, he giving you something to throw your mind away from the reality of what's happening every day.
Yeah.
It just comes down to you having great wrath, knowing that he has
Right.
a short time.
Remember the bird flu? Where'd that go?
That shit came in red. The Hunter V.
Chicken pox. It's always these different plagues that just hit and it just goes away.
Shingles.
Yeah.
Yep. You see nobody biting on it now. But he in the lab cooking up some again.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's getting ready to come. This is why this word had to go out. Okay? Because now ultimately the judgment can come.
Yeah.
And we need Esau, Edom, to come to do his thing. He has to try to do it. He has to come after us. All of that has to happen in order for the Lord, because he revealed him with the spirit of his mouth. Now he's getting ready to destroy him with the brightness of his coming.
That's it.
Yep.
Hey, just like the Lord told us, give him no rest till he made Jerusalem a praise
Yes.
on the earth.
That's it.
Esau's, you know, not resting, you know, doing their bidding on the left hand side.
Right.
You know,
Yep.
because it's a battle of you know of good versus evil.
That's it. That's it.
And these devils, they ain't gonna stop because the Lord got the spirit on them to do what they're doing to bring their final end. You know, just
Right.
like at one time, you know, dealing with the as far as the MOTB is concerned, you know, there was nobody, not many people speaking about that. But now everybody's an expert at
Everybody.
the MOTB, you know, breaking it down, Revelation 13, because it's being made manifest right now. Because we're at the end of the whole thing.
That's it. That's it. This is the book of Ezekiel 3 and 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. So the Lord has always sent prophets before judgment. That's an example right there.
Yep.
Noah, get Genesis, the 6th chapter. You can start at around
65.
13.
Oh, 60, yeah.
Yeah, we started around 13 because before the Lord sends judgment, what was the judgment at the time of Ezekiel? The Neo-Babylonian Empire was getting ready to roll on Jacob. So before he did that, the Lord showed favor to our people, mercy to them, compassion by sending them somebody to warn them.
Yep. Man.
You know what I'm saying? That's an act of what?
Mercy.
Reaching your hand.
Reaching the hand out. Yep.
Reaching your hand out. You extending your not only your voice but your hand to your people to what? Come back. This is getting ready to happen. If you don't stop, you through.
Boy.
So he gave them a chance. That's what the Lord sends the prophets for.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, Ezekiel, he told Ezekiel, I have made thee a watchman. So hear the word at my mouth and give them warning.
Yep.
So the same concept has happened here in this age. The warning has went out. See? And there's going to come a point, as we'll show you, Ezekiel was told, don't go tell him nothing.
Mm-hmm. The roof go cleave to the roof of his mouth. His tongue shall cleave to the roof of his mouth.
Right. So it's like this. The Lord has sent you the prophets, and then he's also showed you who are the false prophets. And some of you, knowing that and seeing it, still follow these niggas.
Yep.
Boy.
Blind leaders of the blind.
See? But see, the cold thing about Yahweh Bashim Shai is that not everybody woke up to win. Some people woke up for judgment, condemnation.
Boy.
Yeah. They that know the Lord's will and prepare not shall be
Right.
given more stripes.
Right. Like the Lord wakes you up. You eating the pan sausage, and you just, I'm going to be an Israelite. But you know what I'm saying? The Lord still ain't fucking with because you probably came up against Yahweh Shai in the ancient time. But they knew they were Israelites.
Yeah.
You know? A lot of them were born into the customs of, you know, circumcised the 8th day.
Yep.
So how could the Lord, why wouldn't the Lord awaken certain Israelites back to the fact that they're Israelites just to destroy them? What did Yahweh Shai say? Fill ye the measure then of your fathers.
Yeah.
How shall you escape the damnation of hellfire?
That's it.
The judgment.
Well, they remember they said let his blood be upon them and their children.
Right.
Yep.
So that condemnation is still on you from back
Yes.
2,000 years ago.
That pan said sausage. You
Right.
were the spirit back then.
Right.
It said King David, which is Yahweh Shai, put a curse on them. Let their table become a snare.
Yep.
And that which shall be for their welfare, let it become a trap.
From the trap. Ooh.
Boy. Ain't no way.
The trap is you found out you an Israelite.
And the same word is entangling you,
Right.
you know, and bringing you to judgment because you can't, you know, you're never able to come to the knowledge of the truth.
Right. Yep.
Right. And you find your big dumbass find General Yohana and make him an idol. The Lord setting you up.
Boy.
Yep. Or
For-
the ICGJC.
Right. You find
Oh,
bubble
yeah.
eyes.
Wow.
Bubble
And you
eye
going to,
blackfish.
you know, to the
Funny.
picnic telling your auntie, mermaids exist and she shouldn't eat swine and your eyes wide open,
Crust on the side.
crust on the side, you know, you start getting on your woman nerves. The Lord woke your dumb ass up to be destroyed.
Yep.
The deceived and the deceiver is, so there's a lot of lip-hanging Israelites who are here in these latter days just to be destroyed.
Yeah.
That's why you Israelites got to get out of your feelings about the judgment of the Lord. Everybody ain't go be in good graces with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. A lot of people are here to be examples of what not to do and to be condemned.
Right.
Well, it said the righteous shall scarcely be saved.
Right.
Shit.
And that's the righteous.
Right.
So how much more, how much less, those individuals that are not doing the will of the Lord.
Right.
The righteous are doing the will of the Lord, and they're gonna barely be saved. As they say, by the skin of their teeth.
Right.
Boy. The Genesis
Yep. Genesis
6 and 13. And the Most High said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth.
So he warned him of what he was getting ready to do.
Man.
Noah became privy to the plan of the Most High.
Yeah.
See? And then he went and preached it. How do we know that? Get 2 Peter 2 and 5 real quick.
Oh, yeah.
2 Peter 2 and 5. So the Lord, he sent them a prophet.
Preach unto it,
which
yeah.
is an example of what's getting ready to happen here. That's why the scriptures say, as in the days of Noah, so shall also it be in the day of the Son of Man. Right?
Yep.
They're going to be eating and drinking and being married, playing games, giving into lewd sexual behaviors, bound to idols, mocking, incredulity.
Yep.
All of those things are back.
Banqueting, every damn thing. Yep.
See, but the beauty of it is that the Lord did he sent the prophets. So now he can go ahead and do everything else that he plans on doing, man. And again, there's going to come a point where the prophets are going to be withdrew from YouTube, from the street corners.
Yep.
Because the image of the beast is centered around sin. It's the seed of Satan. Satan means adversary. He's adverse to righteousness. So automatically our message goes directly opposed to him. And he has the power. So he has the power to make the testimony illegal.
Yeah. Yep.
Which he's already doing. He's painting a narrative. He's just slowly but surely tweaking it up in there.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So he's getting ready to make it illegal to testify against him. See?
Reproves again, he that man being revealed. For you to do something like that,
Right.
you got to be that man. You got to be wicked.
Right.
Because you run the kingdom in wickedness, man.
Right.
And Jake don't even see it. Y'all just like come against the man of the Lord, but you're not even asking those solid questions, man.
Right.
Like the brother said, the spirit is going out. The warning is going out, man. The report is being brought to you.
Right.
The Lord ain't gonna do nothing about warning you first.
He got it, yeah.
So when he warn you, he go, boy, look, all pandemonium about to come on this planet, man.
Right.
But then they'll say they believe in the Most High,
Yeah.
they believe in the Bible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got something real quick. This is Job 19 and 29. Be ye afraid of the sword, for wrath bringeth the punishments of the sword, that you may know there is a judgment. So there is a judgment coming, and there's no way around it. Everything's playing out because there's a judgment coming. There's those that are reserved for salvation, and there's those that's reserved for judgment, for destruction. That's why Yahushua said, by thy words thou shalt be condemned, and by thy words thou shalt be justified. And in the book of James it says that the tongue is an unruly, world. And you individuals out there that can't keep your mouth shut, that keep talking shit about the truth, there's demons on you making you do that, because the Lord is going to judge you.
Right.
Yep.
Somebody had to eat and drink and be married
That's it.
and scoff. You were born. What the scripture say?
Yeah.
Let the multitude perish that were born in vain. There are a lot of people on the planet Earth that were born either to be in a lake of fire or die some grievous death. All right, or go to war. You got a lot of people
Yep.
that were born to go and take their dumb ass over there. All right, and go to Iran.
Yep. World War III.
Yeah, World War III.
Yeah.
See, the Lord, he births individuals into the earth to fulfill prophecy.
That's it.
And this is why you can't be too emotional about this thing here we call, earth and what happens on it and judgments that the Lord bring forth.
Mm-hmm.
It's his creation. He gonna do what he want. He had made all things. What is this? Proverbs 16 and 14 or 4. The Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. So he even made a wicked so that evil could play out on the planet Earth.
Boy.
You know? And that's what we're living, you know, where the image of the beast is being forwarded. Everything that is contrary to the Lord is being magnified, man. But read that about
Real quick, I got it.
Yeah.
Psalms 9:16. The Lord is known by the judgment which he executed. The word known goes into up close and personal. This power is not here just to be like, okay, dude. No, he's known. In other words, they knew when the flood came, but it was too late. They was already in the flood. So the Lord was known by judgment then. Then they knew that, okay, damn, this is it. And the Lord sitting there warning out to you, the same so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, ain't nothing new under the sun. The same message conveyed back then with Noah is being conveyed today with the apostles, the bishops, the elders, and the men on down today. The same word they kept in store.
right.
It's the same word. So the same power is the same power. They didn't change yesterday or today. He the same power, right? They're going to come with the same judgment. This time it's going to be fire, man.
That's it.
And then a trap for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. The Lord is known by the judgment which he executed. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Hijian Salah, you know?
That's it.
You got him in a scandal.
Yeah, that's a power that's known for judgment.
That's it. And then in the book of First Peter,
I got 2 Peter.
8, you know, it says that Jake pretty much was appointed for them.
Damn.
You know, they were rebellious. They rejected the cornerstone. You know, they rejected the head of the corner, because that's the very way to get to salvation.
Right.
And you reject them because you were appointed for destruction. You know, so those of you that don't accept Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is because, you know, you're not written in the book of life to be delivered.
Through.
Finished.
You in a scandal. The Lord has birthed you into a scandal. You're intertwined into a judgment you can't escape, and that you're going to be born into the earth and fulfill.
That's it.
Boy.
When the Lord, for the lake of fire has to be, people got to be in there. It said there was slain 7,000, which that's a complete number of people. There's a complete number of people that have to be burned in the lake of fire. So there are people right now walking around eating whole pizzas, spoons of spaghetti,
Rotel dip.
just, you know, getting all kind of box, having all type of weird sex, making beats and
Making money.
That
Doing
nigga,
their thing.
the Lord keeping your ass alive through donuts and what's the red hot, you know, the
Tamales, red hot.
yeah,
Cheetos.
Right, he just got you. He got you in the earth, and he keeping you alive just to fulfill that prophecy.
That's it.
To bring horrible punishment unto
The
you.
diet alone that you're having, and
Don't even
the
realize it.
you know, sex that you have with whatever person, you should be dead by
Yeah,
all
you
those
should be
things.
dead. Yeah,
But the Lord got you preserved.
yeah.
You know, you don't catch no disease, you don't catch no heart
They be
attack.
having all kind of kids.
No body ailments, no
Like,
nothing.
These niggas are swole.
Yeah. And then you like 300 pounds, you know, 350 pounds of shit.
Just still alive.
Eating, yeah, still alive because you're reserved for judgment. You know, you have the best, guarantee of life
Yeah,
ever.
yeah,
You know, because you are reserved for destruction.
yeah.
You're
You
set
better,
aside.
so your ass gonna be here.
Yeah.
There's certain people that's going. This nigga ain't going nowhere. Vocab. We be hoping like the nigga, you know, something happen. You know,
Yeah, that's too easy. That's too easy.
not like we gonna do it ourselves.
No, no,
But you
no.
can see, you know, it's just certain people you want to see lose, man.
Oh yeah.
Like a cop. He was one of those guys. You just,
Yeah.
you know, and I'm not that type of person.
Yeah.
You know, just certain niggas that even come up against it. It's just like whatever.
Yeah.
But there's some where it's like, man, get this nigga, Lord.
They
Yeah.
deserve judgment.
I deserve it.
You just the look on the look in their eyes lets you know that they just a
Evil.
scumbag nigga,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Right.
You know,
Yep.
you got a lot of them.
Yeah, beady eyed motherfuckers.
Them weird, you know, like ass nigga.
Yeah, I can't trust no nigga like that. Nope.
You know, that's the, you know, but hey, the Lord did this. Everything that He's doing, including the prophets.
Mhm.
You know, everybody is in their lot.
Yeah.
Everybody's in their lot.
Because the counsel is not of the Most High, it's of men.
Right,
It's the Lord bringing it to naught.
right.
And you know, He's just showing you that He's not done. You know, that's just the beginning. There's a whole lot of other bullshit that's gonna go down
Yep,
with different other camps.
yep.
You know, as the Elder Pastor has been saying, you know, watch what the Lord is going to do to the IUIC.
Yep.
And really, pretty much, watch what He's going to do to all these other groups.
Yeah.
You know, anybody that ain't right, the Lord's going to judge.
Everybody who's come up against Shalakia,
Now you got it.
you apostles and brothers.
Yeah, all
Look,
you, all
look
you.
what happened to them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But then it's like these guys, whenever that demon jump on them to come against the truth, come against the men of the Lord, they don't consider all of those individuals that came against this truth
Right.
over the last almost 20 years,
Right.
just on YouTube.
They don't get
Mm.
it. They ain't taking that into
Yeah.
consideration.
Why? Because they have a mission to destruction.
Mm.
You know, and that mission to destruction is to come against this truth, because this is the very thing that can save you, but the Lord don't want you to get it.
Right, man.
They gonna be grinded to powder, as Yahweh Shah said.
Yep. That's it.
Whosoever shall come up against the stone shall ultimately be grinded into powder. So that's what's happening to all of the Lord, when it's all like when the Lord said, "Then shall it be known who is my chosen." That process is actually starting now
Mhm.
through the ones who are really introducing you unto, you know, first and foremost, you know, Yahweh Shah's resurrection. Of course, the name of Yahweh.
Yeah.
Right, but this whole ministry was to introduce our people to Yahweh Shai, man.
Yeah.
You know, the world, really. But it starts with the, you know, Israel, of course.
Yep.
But you're telling the world that, nigga, this, you know, even the heathen, you're telling them this man is coming to subdue all y'all.
That's it.
We done told the whole earth, nigga, F you in a nutshell, man. We can't turn back now. We gotta face, just like Yahweh Shai faced that sacrifice, we gotta face the position the Lord has birthed us into the earth to fulfill. Just like niggas are embracing their roles, doubling down on wickedness, hey, we gotta double down on righteousness.
That's it.
You got
At
But
the end of
that's
the
it.
day, this testimony is what's going to turn
That's
towards
it.
salvation.
That's it.
You know,
Yep.
Yahweh Shah said pretty much, if you're faithful in least, you're gonna be faithful in
Okay.
much.
Right.
You know, he that endure to the end, the same shall be
That's
saved.
it. That's it. That's it. Go
He
ahead.
said, you know, when the Lord comes back, shall he find faith on the earth? And there will be faith found on the earth, because the elect are not gonna waver on their faith.
They're here. That's right.
You know, they're gonna stand, you know, firm on their faith until the Lord comes back and redeems them. You know.
Man.
So, technically, the whole nation of Israel was under grace,
Yeah.
right? But guess what? Only the elect are going to use that grace period to do what Noah did with his.
That's it.
Man.
The grace period was from the time he
Yep.
got that message we just read
Yep.
to the time the rain came. Once the rain came, grace was up. See, and the
Mhm.
rain is coming in the form of these crazy situations the Lord's getting ready to bring. You jakes who went and took that jab and boasted in it, because the Lord could probably have mercy on someone who took it
Yeah.
and repented and sincere, right? But those who kept going, and but those who just boasted in it, especially Israelite leaders who,
Oh yeah.
like, the Lord is gonna be that last gummy bear, and you gonna lose your fucking mind. The Lord gonna bug your ass out.
Through.
It's gonna be a day where ultimately a spirit hops on you to just crash out.
Yep.
See, just go. He gonna be eating red hots with the little cinnamon joints. What's
Oh
it
yeah.
called? Boston
baked beans. Yeah, yeah.
And that
about-
chemical, that jab is gonna mix, and the Lord, a spirit go hop on that nigga, man.
That's right.
And he go crash out. That's what's getting ready to happen to a lot of people.
It's gonna be a chemical reaction.
It's gonna be a chemical.
Chemical combustion looking ass.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. The Lord getting ready
Man.
to judge a lot of our people, man.
They don't think. They
And
don't think
y'all
so.
really don't think that the Lord was going to eventually bring judgment? But we just read how Noah received the understanding of what the Lord was getting ready to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it.
Then he preached about it.
Right.
The Lord allowed, now he sent the prophet,
Let me see something.
okay, then the prophet had a message. Noah wasn't just building the boat. Now that, I can't wait to see that as a movie in the kingdom.
Yeah.
You know, how,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
How it all went
He-
down
How it
exactly.
all went down.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Because all nations acknowledge that there was a flood. It's just that the Bible has the understanding. Because you ask those same people, well, who survived? And what happened next? They just tie the flood to a bunch of mythology. The Bible gives you the understanding of who survived the flood. Because what was the first great nation after the flood? The Babel,
Mm-hmm.
Sumeria. Which ironically, that's as far back as mankind can trace humanity, technically.
That's damn.
Back to 6,000 years ago, Sumeria. When they talk about the oldest ancient civilization, what do they tap into? Sumeria. So where the hell does billion years bullshit come from?
It's Esau trying to throw everybody off their square, so to speak.
He's trying to control the narrative, but basically the Bible gives you the understanding of who survived the flood. Yeah, there were other philosophies before Moses received the Torah. The Sumerians were already passing down writings about the flood. So this is why a lot of people say, well, the Bible stole the flood story. That's just nothing but the ancient, reoccurring story. They just make their own version of it. Nah, man.
Yep.
Shem, Ham, and Japheth were on the boat, so their descendants are going to talk about a flood.
Yeah. Something that great that happened, you hear you.
They wrote, all of them wrote about it.
For real. Shit.
But the Bible, we have the true testimony about what happened and what nation of people the Lord was preserved through that.
Man.
Because that ties to us being here.
Yep. He that same power.
Yeah.
But then James, he the same yesterday and today.
Yep.
That power hasn't changed, you know.
Yep. Out of Noah came 18 nations. And that's how we are to determine who are the people on earth today. Yep. Not by a color.
Mm-hmm. That was constructed by Edom.
Right. See, this Bible puts things right where they need to be. Everything is, it's no gray area no more.
Nope. That's it.
You Edomite.
That's it.
Read that, Bubba Kashuk.
2 Peter 2:5, and spare not the old world, but save Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness.
Ooh, it said he was a preacher of righteousness.
I'm gonna get that word, righteousness. I know what to go into. You got it.
120 years, he was just preaching.
Mm-hmm. Let me get the word.
So he was prophesying. He was warning them of what was to come.
And this is it right here. I'm gonna get it in there. Let him say it.
Strong's G 1343. Dikaiosune. Dikaiosune.
So that word, I'm gonna get to the point. This is A. It said a preacher of righteousness. A. The doctrine concerning the way in which man may attain a state approved of the Most High. So that a preacher meaning to speak. Righteousness, doctrine. So there's going to be a particular doctrine that's going to be brought to the forefront in these times that's going to lead to salvation. That's going to bring down a kingdom. Like all the other examples back in the day with the Greeks, the Romans, the Persian, Medes, so on and so forth, man. So it says back in 2 Peter 2:5, and spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the 8 persons, a preacher of righteousness, meaning a doctrine he would go teach, bringing in the flood. So that brought in the flood upon the world of the ungodly.
Woo.
That's it.
So he was so the Lord sent the prophet to warn, nigga, the rain coming. And then there was a point where he withdrew them. But he gave them a chance.
Yeah, he got the warning.
Then he warned. You got it? You found it? Yeah, it's a scripture, in all ages entering into holy souls. In all age, maybe you could type in all ages in a like an apocryphal search, and then it should like